If you joined us last time, you had fun in Pattaya.
We're on Pattaya Pier and we're walking out to the local ferry. It's going to take us to Coral Cay, which is an island off the coast. There is a proper name for it, but I can't say it. And we're probably going to stay there overnight. There's a busy side and a very quiet side, but it's only like a kilometre wide, the island, so we'll just walk across. So anyway, I'm looking forward to it. I don't really like big places. I've had enough of noise. So we're going to find somewhere quiet that's still close to Pattaya.
There's a comfy little waiting area at the end of the pier and multiple ferries a day if you'd like to do a day trip. Everybody has to wear a life jacket, but wearing is a bit of a loose term. Actually, I'm not sure if it's required, but everyone is, probably for good reason.
There's a couple of ways to get across to the island. There's this public ferry and then there's speedboats. So the speedboats are 150 baht each person to go across, and these are 30 baht each person to go across. I really think this is better than the speedboats. The speedboats look like they're bouncing up and down a lot, right? And you can't see anything. You're inside the speedboat. We're here, the boat's really steady and you get to sit right up the top. It's really nice and you get to see a lot more. So I think definitely the local ferry is better than the speedboats.
Nothing in the world could ever be good again. I've been nothing but a girl who really should be nothing less. Don't mess up and don't you tell us so how you actually feel. If you do, then they'll cut you right at the heel, and it hurts. Too close to the sun, 'cause you're gonna get burned. Yeah, you're gonna get burned. Burned. Yeah, you're gonna get burned. 'Cause you're gonna get burned. They say you should never roll all the dice without a hand. It's make or break when you never did stand a chance. Don't mess up, don't you tell us so how you actually feel. If you do, then they'll cut you right at the heel, and it hurts. No one can save you. It's all on your mind to change too. And baby, you can really try if you come your way up. Do it on your own and you should out of luck. Nobody will help if you find too close to the sun.
We're on our way to the beach because I'm a romantic fool, you know. I'm just a fool for romantic gestures, and we're going to watch the sunset. Hold hands, whisper sweet nothings, stare out over the water, imagine our lives together as we get old and decrepit.
We could just clown around a bit and dance a village clown moves. Nobody's stopping our groove. Oh, that's good. It's just you and me. And making me laugh with your moves. Ain't no stopping our groove. Oh, that's good. It's just you and me. And we can clown around. Yeah. And we can clown around. And it's just you and me. And we can clown around. Yeah. And we can clown around when it's just you and me.
We just arrived at the beach. It's about a 1 kilometre walk from the main part of town, and it's lovely. You see the ocean on the either side and the city in the distance, and the beach looks really nice. It looks very, very well kept.
This beach is pretty busy. This is a weekday evening, I think, and the water seems quite clear. There's a lot of people, and there are kind of like little fenced areas for swimming. We've got like nets out in the water or something.
It's almost sunset, so we're looking forward to that. We're going to be holding hands, whispering sweet nothings. PJ will probably be telling me I've got chores to do. We've been down here for about half an hour to an hour, and the water's beautiful. It's pretty clear. There's lots of fish in the water. I took my little snorkeling in and had a look around. But the entire time we've been here, all the young people have been here taking photos of each other in the water. It's adorable. If I look around now, there's just heaps of people like taking photos of each other while standing in the water or standing on the rocks. It's very adorable.
There's also people doing family photos and all that sort of cheesy stuff. It's definitely the photography beach, and it's beautiful. I can see why. The only thing that I would say that is negative about this beach is that there are some stray dogs that cause mischief. One of the little puppies ran off with a child's blow-up toy, little swimmy toy, but on the whole, that's really not a big deal. It's a lovely beach.
This is the side of the island that has the shortest commute to Pattaya, and I think there's a lot of people that work in Pattaya that live here because there's a big field of scooters on this side of the island. And let me tell you, it's such a contrast here compared to Pattaya. You know, it's really quiet here. It's 100% tourism, but it is really quiet, and there's, you know, you can still see the actual village that's inside the tourism. So all the old places are still here, and there's definitely people here that are living like a subsistence lifestyle around the tourism. And it's really interesting to see.
We are taking the back road across the island to get the ferry on the opposite side.
Okay, we're on Coral Cay, which is the island just off Pattaya, and last night we spent on the other side of the island, the side closest to Pattaya. You can catch a ferry over there, it's 30 baht, which is nothing, and or you can catch a motorboat for 150 baht each. It's nice over there. There's some nice beaches to go to. We've walked over the hill today and we're catching the ferry back from the ferry wharf down there in the distance. It's 30 baht from there too. This is a lot more commercialised, this side. The beach looks nicer. Well, I wouldn't say that. The beach looks different and more open and nice. And it looks like there's eating options down there. So the Kraken is hungry for lunch, so we'll be eating lunch before we head back. And it's lovely. And the weather's not too hot. It's definitely a different climate than over on the mainland. So there's a lot more wind here, it's a lot more pleasant. It's definitely very touristy, but there's none of the prostitution and none of the hassling. So you don't get hassled all the time by ladyboys and prostitutes.
We keep seeing their eyeballs glued to us on the sidewalk, but that look could kill. They are trying so hard to find all the weaknesses inside, but it's gonna spill. Oh, can we take a minute, turn and face the critics? Let's put flowers in our hair like we don't.
Just for the record, I am carrying my own bag today. You should all be very proud of me. Charlie is not carrying the bag. The fat man has only his bag to carry, and he's very happy.
Did you boss? Did you boss? Did you boss? Did you boss? Did you boss?
We're back on the ferry. Our sojourn on Coral Cay is over. It was really good, and depending on how much you like the beach is how long you should stay, because there's nothing else here really than beaches. It's really got the tourists in mind here, but there's excluded beaches with nobody hassling you, and then there's this beach here where, you know, it's very commercialized. So if you like the beach, it's probably worth a few days. If you don't like the beach, it's probably just worth one night. Or you can even do a day trip. It's like $1.30 Australian to catch the ferry over here, the slow ferry, which is lovely. Like, I think you're being ripped off if you go on the other ones, because the cruise is lovely. So anyway, come and visit. It's great.
'Cause you're gonna get burned. Yeah, you're gonna get burned.
Thank you so much for joining us. Please subscribe. We'll see you next time.